Hi Aries. Okay, so I'm here to do your general love reading from August 2nd to the 16th of this year. Thank you so much for all the likes, shares, and subscribes and the awesome comments that I'm getting. I absolutely love it. I love hearing your stories and what's going on with you. It's just, it's really, really great. It's wonderful. I feel like I have so many friends, so thank you. If you would like a personal reading from me, in the description box below, you'll be able to see where my email is. It's elisemarietaro88@gmail.com. The readings right now, 20 minutes for $20, 30 minutes for $30. And if you have any questions, you can shoot me an email. I'll get back to you on it. Please keep in mind this is general reading. So if this doesn't resonate with you, please be sure to check your moon and rising signs, and then also your Venus sign and the other person's Mars sign if there's another person. Also, if you're cross-watching, keep in mind that it may not resonate. Take from it what applies and then just try and kind of leave the rest. There's so many energies to get that a lot of the times people that are cross-watching get really concerned because they hear something negative come through, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's part of your situation. If you really want to get in on your situation, then you're welcome to email me again for a personal reading. Otherwise, just remember to go with whatever it is that's striking you as true when you hear it. And if it's none of that, then it's none of that. I mean, I might not be the reader for you, but if what is striking you is true, and please try and just keep in mind, take it with a grain of salt a little bit. Like situations, everybody has their own free will. Everybody has their ability to make decisions and make a change at any given moment. So just keep in mind that these are, reading of the energies that I'm getting, and I'm communicating the energy that's coming through, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that's the way things are going to pan out for you specifically in your specific situation. Although, it may, I guess. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and jump into it. The first card that I pulled for you is King of Cups. So with this card here, I'm getting that there is a definite softer kind of contemplation or feeling in your feelings a little bit, like you're kind of in your feelings, or somebody's kind of in their feelings right now, where it's like, normally with the King of Cups, one of the things that is kind of like anti-Aries nature is I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but it's the only way that it's coming through to me. It's kind of the lack of backbone, or the lack of, not backbone, but the lack of decisiveness. A lot of the times there can be like, you're very quick and good at making fast decisions and being confident in your decisions. So there could be some of that going on, where there's a little bit of maybe questioning your decisions because of emotions that are getting involved, or you are feeling very emotional about something. And emotional, of course, I mean in a very manly and masculine way if you're a man, but I definitely mean emotions they're not out of control. With the king, he's able to keep things in control. Like, this is somebody who's got it still in control, but they are very strong emotions. For a lot of you, you may not know what to do with the emotions that you're feeling, especially if there's been a lot of trouble going on for you in the relationship or in relationships in general lately. This can be one of those kind of cards where it's kind of like you're kind of blindsided by these emotions, don't really know what to do with them. So that's kind of what I'm getting. The next card that I've got for you too here is the Four of Swords. So this is a card that's telling me that these emotions are kind of stressing you out, or whatever it is that you're feeling, you don't really know what to do with, so you're kind of stepping back or stepping away from it. Like, this is a high stress type of feeling that I'm getting through here, kind of like when you've got your hand in too many pots, there's too many things going on, and on top of your regular obligations, you're also feeling emotional or thinking about something of an emotional nature, and it's putting you in a position where you kind of just have to, oh my gosh, step back a little bit because you're feeling a lot of stress. This is also, I like to call this the chill card. It could be one of those where you're just chilling. You're literally just chilling. You're chilling, sitting in these emotions, trying to think through it. Because for a lot of you, Aries especially, I think for a lot of fire signs too in general, the process of feeling these emotions that it's kind of like you feel the emotions, and because because you're so used to action, this is something that you kind of go, maybe I need to sit. Maybe I need to sit for a minute, because I don't really know how to either communicate what it is that you're feeling, or for some of you, you can't even identify exactly what it is that you're feeling, because this is, it's something that's not constant for you, or it could be new, or it could be a little different than it's been in the past. So, sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. If I keep messing with it, I'm sorry. But I feel like that's what kind of the dynamic is here. You could be chilling, or you could be super stressed and just kind of isolating a little bit. So I feel like this is going to be kind of the dynamic in the beginning of the month. And with this King of Cups card, it could be that you feel like expressing love in some way, but I'm getting not so much that you do. I get that you are kind of just in your head about it, or in your feelings about it, and sitting back and chilling about it, because trying to decide whether or not you are going to do something. And I feel like for a lot of you, you've been in this position for a while where it's kind of like, I just don't know. I don't know if this is the best thing for me. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if this is what I want. But emotionally, you feel these feelings like that are putting you in a position where you kind of feel like you have to make a decision about it. So sitting back and chilling on it is the decision that you're making. So, and not a bad decision, that's not a bad decision. I got nothing but respect for that. Sometimes you just got to sit back and chill and figure it out for yourself. The next card that I've got, though, is this Queen of Wands. So I feel like you bounce out of this chilling energy feeling rejuvenated and feeling pretty sexy and feeling pretty on top of your game and feeling pretty like you're in control of what's going on, or even that you can use your allure or seductiveness to not to control the situation. I don't mean it in a negative way, but I mean it like you got this. Like, you got this shit. I got this shit. That's kind of what I'm getting from this Queen of Wands here. And the Queen of Wands is definitely, I feel like, too, part of it, Aries, that I'm getting in this from this card. I guess I should tell you the next card before I do this little comparison, because it just hit me. So the next card that's coming down is this Queen of Cups. Excuse me. So definite fire. You could be dealing with a water sign too, and I also have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. There's Earth down here too, but the majority of it is air and water that I'm getting here, plus you, this fire. But you could be okay. Start again, Elise. The contrast between the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups is pretty dramatic. The Queen of Cups is very, again, like the King of Cups, she's very emotional, and she's expressive with her emotions, though. She's able to articulate her emotions, and she can be very empathetic towards other people's feelings. She's very compassionate, even to the point that she can care too much, and it can hurt her, or she could be too sensitive in some situations. So I feel like the dynamic here, the difference between the two is pretty stark. The Queen of Wands, to give you an example, it's kind of like if you have, a good friend comes to a Queen of Cups character and says, I've got this situation going on and I would really like to talk to somebody about it. And it's a really tough and emotional situation for them. The Queen of Cups would sit there and listen and empathize and try and work through it with them and talk to them, and it would affect her emotionally. The Queen of Wands would be like, I'm sorry for your luck. I hope it gets better for you. And she'd go about her business. Not because she's not caring, but that's not how she operates. She operates on doing something about it. She operates on moving and going and doing something about it, or doing, something to distract her. Her energy is action. This Queen of Cups is the process of walking through it, talking through it, and feeling through it. So you've got opposing energies going on here. So with this Queen of Wands, I definitely feel like this is your energy. When you come out of this chilling period, you're going to be rearing to go. And I feel like there is somebody in the picture here who is either that they have very strong feelings for you, and it is a vice versa thing. It could be that you are, I don't mean this in an offensive way. It could be that you're trying to get up this queen skirt, though. It could be that you are attracted to them. You are attracted, but it can be almost exhausting for you because you've got such a go, do something about it, active kind of energy. But the seduction is definitely here, so the traction is here. But for this person, the feelings are there. The feelings are there kind of first, and then the attraction comes through. Whereas for you, it could be in conjunction. Like you could be attracted and have feelings at the same time, but you're not going to sit there and be in your feelings anymore. You did that already with this King of Cups, and then sat and chilled for a little bit through it and came back into your own energy. This person, I feel like, is somebody who has very strong feelings, but this is somebody who can be hurt pretty easily by you, especially with the nature of the Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is not very, she doesn't dig too deep into the emotions going on, whereas the Queen of Cups does. And so it could be that somebody may be wanting to talk about the relationship, or somebody may be wanting to have you express more like this King of Cups. And it could be too, with this King of Cups right on top of this Queen of Cups here in the lineup, it could be that you do open up to somebody. You could open up about your feelings a little bit. Then with this Four of Swords, you could pull back. It could be something that, you feel like when you open up, and I know a lot of times people, a lot of times do feel this way. I do this too. If I open up and I'm very vulnerable emotionally, or what I feel like is me being vulnerable emotionally, then I will pull back for a while to try and regain my ground. It's tough to be vulnerable in front of somebody. So that could be it too. And so this Queen of Wands, or this Queen of Cups, I feel like could be kind of thrown off by the Queen of Wands energy rather than the King of Cups energy, because their cup was so filled when those expressions of love were given to them and they felt very loved, but then they were kind of thrown for a loop when you jump back into your kind of less deep, less in your feelings type of energy, more of the go, more of the ambition, more of the action kind of an energy, if that makes sense to you. So this could be somebody who is feeling pretty sensitive, or feeling kind of like they may even want to, like I said, talk about the relationship, and you could just be like, no, I'm not, we did talk. How many times do we have to talk about it? We talked, I get it. It could be that kind of an energy too. But do keep in mind to be sensitive to this person, though, as much as you can, because it is, for a Queen of Cups type of an individual, or somebody's in their feelings like this, it can be a lot more damaging than you recognize when they feel dismissed, or they feel like, you don't care, when you may care very much. It's just you're not in your feelings on it right now. You don't need to sit in, talk about, or feel your feelings all the time. So it could be that kind of a dynamic going on. But the next card that I have after this Queen of Cups is the Ten of Swords. Now, with this Ten of Swords, typically I would take this as like a heartbreak or a betrayal or something, something really painful happening, but I don't get that sense in this reading. What I'm getting, because it's directly below this chillin' card, I feel like this Queen of Wands, when she gets going out there and starts taking on the world and the ambition is back, I feel like you, Aries, take on a little bit too much, or maybe bite off more than you can chew, and it hits you toward the middle of the month. It's hitting you that, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. How did I end up in this position where I'm so overwhelmed? Like, you just can't meet every obligation. With the Queen of Wands energy, you definitely thought you could meet all these obligations. You definitely thought it was, totally, there's action going on, you can take care of it, no big deal. But with this Ten of Swords, I'm getting the feeling of, it's like, oh shit, what did I do? Like, how did I do this? Why do I do this to myself? Because there's just so many obligations. There's so many things that you even it could be that there's so many things you want to be able to do. There's so many different directions that you're being pulled in, but I feel like this is stress over responsibilities. I feel like this is stress, like you're feeling almost tied down by it. It's almost like it's, that overwhelming, stressful, like, there's not enough time in the day kind of a feeling. That's what I'm getting out of this. And the next card that I have for you is the Two of Pentacles. Now again, normally in a reading, I would take this Ten of Swords and this Two of Pentacles as somebody's heartbroken because somebody's juggling people. But that's not what I'm getting here. What I'm getting here is that with this Two of Pentacles, you are finding a way to handle the amount of obligations and stress that are coming through. You are finding a way to balance them, finding a way to juggle them. And it could be that you are able to incorporate your partner into that. But I feel like with this Queen of Cups down here, it's kind of letting you know that they are going to be in their feelings during this period of time. So you may need to make sure that they know that you still care, because you are going to be so distracted and so stressed. And maybe even allow them to help you, because she'd be willing to help you. She's not as go-getter as this Queen of Wands. Not to say that she can't get shit done. She can, but she is, she's good. She's going to be a great emotional support to you through this time, or you know that you can depend and rely on this person. I feel like, though, this period here, this 10 of Swords and this 2 of Pentacles, is definitely you trying to get on top of too many obligations. There's too many things going on. You've spread yourself too thin, and now you need to get on top of it. And there's going to be, I feel like, some stress there at the end. So let me go ahead and get some clarifying cards here. What is this King of Cups for Aries for August 2nd through the 16th? Please show me what this King of Cups is about. What's this King of Cups here for? Whoop, that popped right up. Let's see what it is. Okay, so the Queen of Wands is right on top of this King of Cups. So I do feel like you're going to be taking some action and opening up a little bit emotionally. It could be that for some of you who maybe haven't recognized that you might be feeling something. You might have some feelings for somebody. For some of you that might recognize that, I feel like that might happen. Or maybe it'll hit you a little harder. I also feel like it's going to be, some of you will be busy in the bedroom for a while. Some of you will be maybe stepping into that chapter of your relationship if you haven't done that yet. Or it could be a matter of, I feel like this is you taking action on these feelings, though. I do, with the Queen of Wands, you got 2 Queen of Wands here, but I feel like this is you taking action on these feelings. So I feel like, because the Queen of Wands is also the feminine, side of the fire energy, I feel like this is, somebody is going to be talking about their feelings. Now, with this Queen of Wands here, though, too, I feel like this is going to be kind of a culmination of emotions and the physical. Like, it's going to click for you that this dynamic between the two of you, or this person, they have what you want. They have that lure for you, that draw for you, where it's like they can fulfill you emotionally and physically, and that's something that you're recognizing. Excuse me. But again, like I said, I feel like this is going to be a period where there's some very, very close connection, and then you start chilling or kind of backing off a little bit, just because that's some overwhelming feelings for you, and you might need to sort out a little bit, or it might stress you out even a little bit. Please clarify this 4 of Swords for Aries for August 2nd through the 16th, 2017. Why is this 4 of Swords here? What is this 4 of Swords for Aries for love? August. Whoop, that one wanted to. We'll take it. The Page of Pentacles on top of the 4 of Swords. So I do feel like this is you. I feel like what this is, again, you could be dealing with an earth sign, but I feel like with this fire on top of this water, and it could be another fire sign. We've got another Queen of Wands popping up, but I feel like this fire on top of this water is a whole lot of sparks flying. Like, there's going to be, and not, it's emotions mixed with the lust. So I feel like it's kind of, it's a deep connecting period. I feel like this is something where there is some talk about feelings going on, and some act, or maybe you're very affectionate during this time. Like, maybe it is that you are super affectionate and loving during this period, and so I feel like this is a time of extreme closeness with each other. But with the 4 of Swords, the chilling card, and the Page of Pentacles on top of that, I feel like this is like, you might feel a little bit like you've lost some stability in this because of the amount of feelings that are flying around, or the amount that of connection or time that you're even spending together. So it could be that this page, because the Page of Pentacles is definitely something that I see as trying to reform stability, so kind of starting back at the bottom. So I feel like on top of this 4 of Swords, this page is saying, okay, I need to chill. I need to sit down. I need to kind of be alone for a few and just think through this, because my stress levels are starting to rise. And for a lot of people, when they recognize feelings, and I've experienced this in my own life with fire signs too, when they start feeling some intense feelings, sometimes they do need to kind of back off, because it freaks them out a little bit, or a lot of it. So I feel like that could be going on too, where it's kind of like you might be feeling a little, not even that it's freaking you out necessarily, but just kind of like, okay, enough of that. I need to start focusing now. So it could be that kind of a thing. Please clarify the Queen of Wands for Aries for August 2nd through the 16th, 2017 for love. What is this Queen of Wands about? Please show me what this Queen of Wands is about for Aries. Please clarify the Queen of Wands for Aries for August 2nd through the 16th, 2017. What is this Queen of Wands about here? That's the one wanted to come out. Queen of Swords on top of the Queen of Wands. So you're going. This is you. This Queen of Wands and Queen of Swords energy, there's no stopping you. During this period, you're in your zone. You're on your game. You're going. And I feel like this is a very ambitious type of energy. Like, okay, you were in your feelings for a little while. You sat and chilled to kind of take and process everything. And now you're ready to start doing some stuff. Or maybe you're ready to get out and do some activities. It's a very busy, active kind of energy. It's not so much the lovey-dovey, kind of energy. I feel like this is a very active kind of energy. Or if you're dealing with an air sign too, this could be when you get into this zone of the Queen of Wands energy, she can and I don't mean this disrespectfully, again, I say that a lot, don't I? Because right before I say something disrespectful, she's kind of a bitch. And so is she. So these two bitches can be going at it a little bit. It could be that there's some arguing going on because she's especially if you are dealing with a fire sign or air sign and there is air in their chart or there's air in their chart, or if it's like you're both a mix of air and fire in your charts, it could be that y'all could be going toe to toe here too. There could be some fighting going on, and it could be, she's telling this one off and this one doesn't even want to hear it and is ignoring her or whatever. Like there could be some of that dynamic going on with some conflict. But this also could just be you being super busy. Like, you're charging ahead. And I feel like that's kind of in conjunction with this Ten of Swords here. You could be taking on a lot of projects or really focusing on, action during this time where it's to the point that you might be taking, saying, oh yeah, I can do that here and I can do that here because you genuinely want to at the time, and then you'll realize later, oh geez, I can't do all of that. Like, I can't do all of it. Why did I say I could do that? So I feel like that could be part of it too. Please clarify this Queen of Cups for Aries for August 2nd through the 16th, 2017. Why is this Queen of Cups here? Please clarify this Queen of Cups for Aries. Please clarify the Queen of Cups card for Aries for August 2nd through the 16th, 2017 for love. What is this Queen of Cups card about? That one wanted to come out. Okay, so the Eight of Wands. This Queen of Cups is definitely talking about, it could be that with this energy from the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands, where there was this closeness and this dynamic where there's a lot of affection and love and being able to do things together and really enjoying time together. It could be that this Eight of Wands on top of the Queen of Cups could be, if there was a fight, if there was fighting going on up here, it could be messages coming in, like an apology, or messages about, I love you, I'm sorry, that kind of energy. Or it could be one person is wanting to talk about feelings again, or try and get kind of like, okay, where are we going, what's going on, where are we at, how are you feeling, kind of a thing. And so I get that could be something that's going on. Or there could be, with the Eight of Wands, it's again a very fast moving type of energy. So it could be too that somebody's moving in real fast with a profession of love to you. Like somebody's coming in talking about their feelings to you. And it could be that in this dynamic up here, I get more for like a casual dating relationship or like a singles. It could be that one person has real feelings here and the other person is kind of viewing it as fun. So that could be kind of going on, and it could be that somebody's coming in talking about their feelings, or you're talking about your feelings to somebody you know, expressing your feelings, and there could be that kind of messages of love going between you. So it could be like an apology, it could be love messages, it could be either of those. Please clarify this 10 of Swords for Aries for August 2nd through the 16th, 2017 for love. Why is this 10 of Swords here? Please clarify this 10 of Swords. For Aries, August 2nd. Okay, so on top of the 10 of Swords, we have the King of Wands. So again, I feel like this is you trying to gather your strength because you're recognizing how stressed out you are, and that's you. I feel like it's you. You're going to be super stressed out, in over your head, almost to the point of a mental breakdown. Like, it's been so terrible, and then you're going to be able to gather your strength. With this Two of Pentacles right here, I feel like it's you being like, okay, I got this, I can do this, I'll be fine, I've got this under control, I know I can handle it. But I also feel like this is kind of an energy where it's going to be because the King of Wands is fair, and he's loyal, and he's fire at his absolute best. Like, all of the best qualities of the fire signs, I feel like, is what this King of Wands is encompassing here, right on top of this 10 of Swords. So it's like taking this mental anxiety and stress and overburden and feeling like you're going to have a mental breakdown and doing something with it, doing something constructive with it, being able to make it work. Fire signs have the best luck. Like, y'all, I know that you also have the worst luck. You have the best and the worst luck, but he can make stuff happen. And he is going, and that's what I feel like is going to be going on, is like you're going to reach a point where you're absolutely at like this mental breakdown point, I feel like. But I feel like you're going to be like, okay, after you know, getting down to that point where it's really sucking for a while, you're probably going to even surprise yourself. Like, you're going to be in your element and able to make things happen. And I feel like this part, I feel like that your partner is somehow going to be, or if there's a partner in the situation, I feel like you're going to be able to rely on that person through that. Please clarify this Two of Pentacles for Aries for love from August 2nd to the 16th of 2007. Ooh, no. There's too many cards. Please clarify the Two of Pentacles for Aries for love. August 2nd through the 16th, 2017. Why is this Two of Pentacles here? Six of Wands. Yeah, okay, that makes perfect sense. So, okay, toward the end of this, I know that there is some love talk going on in some of this, but I'm also getting a whole lot of action. Like I'm saying, this Six of Wands on top of this Two of Pentacles. Six of Wands is a victory card. This guy, yeah, I did it. Like, he's victorious. That's what this is. I'm definitely getting that this 10 of Swords here, that is this mental burden, this mental stress of like, oh my gosh, I can't handle all this. Then you step into the King of Wands power with this Two of Pentacles. You start to be able to see how you can juggle it. Like, you're going to make it happen, and you're going to come out successful. This is a victory on this. So I feel like, and that is victorious even with your partner, I feel like, too. Because the Eight of Wands on top of this Queen of Cups here is communication going on with your partner. So I feel like you're going to be relying on each other, and that whoever the partner is, he, she, whoever it is, or whoever is important and part of your life, I feel like they are going to be able to help you get to this victory here. That's what I'm picking up. So all in all, it's pretty awesome, because it's going to be, you know, you're going to be in your feelings for a little bit. Yes, there is this period of you backing off a little to kind of get your head together, but I think it's mainly because in that situation there with the Four of Swords, I think it's mainly just because you're just taking a minute for yourself. Like, that's all. You just need to recharge a little bit. And then you recharge and you go a little crazy and you get, you know, way too overwhelmed. But you come out on top of it, because you always do. So yay. Yay for Aries. Yahoo for you. So I'll talk to you in the middle of the month. Thank you.